Yes, from all of that wonderful warmth in the studio to a rather chilly red carpet and just getting out of the car now, we have James Corden and Emily Blunt fresh from Into the Woods. Goodness me, Emily's going to be a bit nippy, I think, in this dress. Welcome to the One Show. Hello. Nice to see you. Matt, hi. Lovely to see you. Goodness me, you're going to be absolutely freezing. Yep. James, well, it's good to see you, mate. Is everything all right?
I'm very well.
Good. This is a bit more of a low-key red carpet.
It's all right. It's like a bit of red tape. Yeah.
Wonderful that you've done it for us.
You must be exhausted from signing autographs and smiling beautifully, surely.
Smiling fakely.
Oh, just give us a quick smile, ready? This is what they look like on the red carpet. You'll see all these in the pictures. Good. Listen, you get yourselves into the studio and stay warm, all right? Sorry, my dear. Yeah, OK. Watch out for the Christmas tree throwers. Anyway, now, have you ever been to a meal where the conversation all gets a little bit too political? Things can get a bit tense. So that's why we sent Joe to play David Dimpleby at a very special one-show dinner party. And
it's epic.
Oh, it is epic. And James Corden and Emily Blunt are now in the studio. You've made it. We didn't even know you'd get here on time. Goodness me.
Well, looked in absolutely knockout, the pair of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Emily
Who
regretted not having a coat
I did.
on the red carpet.
I bet you did. You must have been freezing out there.
I know. I rather rudely said, are there not heaters on the carpet? No heaters.
Now, having seen it, I can't stop singing Into the Woods.
Oh, all the time. Into the woods, into the woods.
It's very, honestly, it's very catchy.
Do it now.
Perhaps you better not.
Into the woods,
Yeah, lovely.
I think it's quite a good drinking game to play when the film's out on DVD. That you have to take a sip every time they say Into the Woods. You'll be passed out 8 minutes in.
But yeah, I mean, let's just bring people up to speed. We just saw the trailer there, but in general, it's all about fairy tales, but it plays about with that concept of a really fairy tale ending, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It sort of turns it on its head a bit, and in the first act of the film, I guess, you see everybody get their happily ever after and everything they've ever yearned or desired. And then in the second act, you see the ramifications of maybe what they did in order to get their happily ever after, and the morally questionable things that they did sort of come back to wreak havoc. And so it's sort of it makes you kind of question if the things you desperately wanted in fact end up being the things you need.
There's a lot of life sort of lessons and metaphors within it, and you watch it and you're just constantly kind of questioning your own life. When you do you find that, James?
Well, I think that's why it's a great film to take for families to go to. To take children to, you know, over a certain age, you know, 8, 9, you know, around that sort of age and up, because it sort of says to children, you know, there's a great song in the film called No One Is Alone, and what it essentially says is, whoever you are, it's two adults talking to two children saying, there's some screw-ups coming your way. That's it, that's life, and there's screw-ups and they're coming for you. And at those moments you're going to feel like you're completely on your own in the world, and the truth is you're not, and you never are. And sometimes the very thing you wish for is not the thing you need, and it's it's fun too. It sounds quite deep.
So it's very
still a big musical.
You've been singing that song as well.
Into the Woods. We'll just keep singing. We'll be all right.
But it covers an awful lot of fairy tales. I mean, Little Red Riding Hood's in there, Cinderella, you know, loads of different ones. Favourite fairy tale, David, when you were a young boy?
No, I can't remember. I mean, we read Grimm, and we read I remember we had a terrifying book with some dogs with eyes like plates, which is called East of the Sun and West of the Moon.
That one's not in it, is it?
No.
We chose to leave that out, really.
Yes.
Mind you, Johnny Depp plays a good wolf.
Frightening. I gave up on that.
I see you as a Cinderella man. No? I can see you giving us your buttons. Buttons, anything?
Yeah, I'd do it.
Brad,
No, I'd happily play in it. No,
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, boys and girls. Or a dame, do you think?
Yes.
No, I couldn't
Me
do a
and
dame.
your ugly sisters. That'd be
That
Yeah. If this is the last coverage of the election you do, there you are. You know exactly what you're going to do.
Stop saying the last coverage of it. Anyway, all right.
You've even got the knee slap down there.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the singing, because, I mean, did you feel under pressure, James, Emily? I mean, because you were a little bit reluctant to do musicals, weren't you, earlier on?
Everyone felt the pressure.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It's terrifying. Stephen Sondheim's stuff is so musically, you know, complex. It's very hard to get your head around. And there was that awful moment, day one of rehearsals, when everyone was just saying hi. and having a nice time and having a cup of tea, and then Rob Marshall goes, OK, so we're going to sing.
Oh, gosh.
And it was so frightening, because we'd always sort of practicing on our own, and then we had to show our underwear to each other.
Yeah,
effectively.
and then you're looking at Meryl...
That's what it felt like.
And you're looking at Meryl Streep going, OK, I'm going to sing for you now.
It's
terrifying.
I mean, the thing is, Emily, you were dealing as well with being pregnant at the time, weren't you? And quite heavily pregnant as well by the end.
That's awkward. She was actually only 6 weeks.
That sounds awkward. But you were 7 months, weren't you, by the end?
It was,
yeah.
So how did they manage to conceal your bum?
Well, there was a lot of this.
Sort of
You'll see in the film, if you go and see the weekend, there's a lot of moments where we're doing
creeping through
this.
the woods like this.
Just with an arm across the area. That's what we do.
There's a real irony in that, though, isn't there?
You sing all right.
I do a little bit of singing, but not like Emily does. Emily's got the big songs.
Give us a tune.
Hey,
I've got an audience there.
Come on, just say Into the Woods.
Just first note. I'll sing Endless Love with you if you do a duet. If me and you do Lionel Richie and Diana Ross.
I'll do The Last Waltz.
Okay, go on.
No, I won't.
There you go.
I've got it going through my head.
We'll work on something in the next film.
Okay, great. More Fairy Tales Into the Woods is out in cinemas this Friday.
Now, earlier on, we saw Anita and a hidden camera team test the public reaction to blatant little outs dropping rubbish right in front of them. And, you know, she wasn't finished there.
Let's see how far she can go before starting a riot.
Very interesting indeed. Now, Emily, we're just talking. You live now in Los Angeles. What's the general reaction from the public when people drop litter over there? Is it very clean? Is it quite
I think it's much cleaner than New York in LA. Would you say?
Well, no one walks anywhere, do they? You're all in cars.
Yeah, so no one's littering. Really.
Never anyone on the
I think
street.
we're quite vocal, though. Would you be quite vocal over there? Sort of going,
I would be, because I don't
blimey.
like seeing it. He just...
Do not get on the wrong side of this one. I've been on the end of that a couple of times myself.
But tell the Lucasade story that you
I was saying during the thing, I was once on a moped. I used to have a moped when I was younger, until I caught sight of myself in a shop window and thought, this is a huge mistake, James. You do not look like how you do in your head. And I saw a man chuck a can of Lucasade out the window, and I knocked on him and went, mate, you've just thrown that on the road. He went, so? And I said, well, why don't you just put it in the footwell and then put it in the bin? And he went, his answer was, I'm providing employment for someone. To which I just thought, you're an idiot. Yeah.
So how did it end?
I just drove off.
No, it didn't.
I just drove off.
No fisticuffs.
There was no fisticuffs. I'm not a violent
Being on a
man.
moped, it would have been awkward.
He might have been a violent man.
He could have been a violent man, but you don't mess with this.
Did you think he might have been
You don't
a
mess
violent
with this when I'm in the leathers, Dimpleby.
And we've got to mention...
And on a moped?
We've got to mention quickly, though, James, that...
I love this.
Do it again.
Are you going to be riding a moped in America?
Will I be riding a moped?
Will you be riding a moped in Los Angeles?
I will not. I've given up my moped days.
You're off to go and do a
Yes,
big
you are.
TV show.
Yeah, no, I'm
How are you feeling about that?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Yeah, terrified?
Yeah, absolutely terrified.
Any words of wisdom, David?
Yeah, don't say you're terrified.
Well, I am. There's nothing I can do
America
about
does
it.
not like people who say they're terrified.
Well,
they
they
like
better-
people who are out there bang like that.
I'll try my best. It's going to be a disaster.
I know you're all set. You're all
Won't
set.
be.
Starts in March, is it?
Yeah, we start in March. It'll be over by April, I imagine.
Emily will be there.
But it's a chat show you're running.
It's a late
The
night
late
talk
show's
show.
chat show,
It's
yeah.
a late, it goes after Letterman's show, and it's
Yes.
we're going to do songs and skits and bits and stuff
Brilliant.
and chats.
Some bits and clips and chats.
Yeah. Be good for about a week. Yeah,
It's
This
a
is
lot
the
of
guy
work,
who does
though, isn't it? They're like these two. They look as if they do nothing all day. Well, actually, they don't do anything all day. But I mean, but it's hard graft. You've got to, you know.
What's Dimpleby is suddenly perked up.
I know.
Absolutely
Listen,
killing the one show.
classic.
What's in this? Jeez, the guy is
Classic ugly
Wow.
sister now.
100% proof.
Come on, let's move on.
We've
Christmas
got to
trees.
move on.
We're going to talk about Christmas
So, as we said, in Germany, they've just held the World Christmas Tree Throwing Championship, but there were no Brits involved. So, yeah, good. So, outside, we have three top British
Look at
athletes.
this.
There they are. They're all getting ready to beat the Germans at their own game. And throwing will commence very shortly.
Time for warm-up is running out because, first, the news of a container ship running aground off the Isle of Wight last weekend can't have helped the nerves of Felixstowe boat pilot Mark Morrison.
Tonight, or today, he was attempting something never tried before in the UK, safely docking the largest container ship in the world. And Lucy was there to see him in action. Thank you, Lucy. Now, here we are. We're out here with 3 of Britain's strongest throwers to try and beat the best distance thrown at last weekend's World Christmas Tree Throwing Championships in Germany, which we, by the way, weren't invited to.
No, hopefully, righting this terrible wrong, our British hammer throwing record holder Sophie Hitchin, the UK's strongest man Eddie Hall, and reigning world caber tossing champion Scott Ryder. Now, are we confident in kind of smashing this record and putting the Germans well into where they belong?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, good. Eddie, that's good.
All right, the target to beat is 8.8 metres. I did bring my own tree in, all the way from West London. James, are you sure you don't want to go?
I'll have a go. Yeah, I'll
have a go.
Sure, yeah.
Do you want to throw Alex's? Is that Alex's there?
Yeah, that one's mine.
Hang on, these guys are throwing. These aren't even proper trees.
These are tiny.
These are tiny. Yours at the start. Surely the world's strongest man should be throwing.
These are the biggest.
Yeah.
We thought you'd like to throw Alex's.
No, well, who's throwing first? Are they going to go?
You throw this one. You throw any.
No, they can throw. No, you.
I was told you go first.
Hang on.
Well,
We haven't got time for this. Anyway, do you want to watch first?
Yeah, I want to see how it's done.
All right,
I want to
Eddie,
watch the
get yourself
master.
up there, mate.
I want to watch the master in action.
UK's strongest man here. There's various different techniques you can use.
We need to relocate over
There's a
here.
lock down here just in case he hits you with a tree. Now this is going to be a lot. This is going to be a frontal launch. Here he goes. It's out shoveling it. It's gone high. It's approached the 10th. There we go. Absolutely extraordinary. Let's have a quick look at that in slow-mo, Eddie. Let's look at your technique. There you are. He's launched high. It's a wonderful arc on that projectile, and it lands just short of the tinsel. There we go.
Fantastic, brilliant.
Right.
Sophie, you're going to go next. There's your tree.
Yes.
Okay, off you go. Good luck, Sophie. Thank you. Go for it.
Here we go, Soph. Are you ready?
Swing it, Sophie.
Go on, Soph.
Yeah.
Use the
give it a
hammer
good
technique.
swing.
Here we are.
Full hammer.
Ready?
Don't
It's
throw
gonna
it
be
at
a
us.
wind. It's a wind.
Oh, my
and
God.
it's gonna be a little bit. It's a release.
Oh,
It's very good. I go. Oh, it's good shot.
Nice.
Right, Scott, come on. You need to do this, my friend. So, caber tossing world champion. Used to obviously launching slightly bigger trunks than this one. But here we
Be a
go.
walk in the park.
Come on. 8.8 to beat. 8.8. Come on, Scotty boy. Oh, it's on the balcony. It's on the balcony. Absolute classic. James.
All right, James.
Let's get you up. Come on, James.
What? No,
you
look
want
at the size of that. That's so unfair. How am I? What?
Right, tell you what, have a little one. I'll get you this one.
Yeah, I mean, this
Have
is
this.
All right,
ridiculous.
you want
Have
some
some-
gloves,
there you are,
James?
have
So I'll be all right.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Are we
Right.
ready?
Yes.
Go on, James.
Here we go.
Okay.
Come on.
8.8 metres to beat.
It's on! It's on! Dear me! Wow!
Fantastic.
Let's hold it there. Very good effort, my
guys.
friend.
It was a bad idea. In my defence. In my...
Listen.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you had no training.
Thank God he did that before me. That's all I'm going to say.
The floor manager's all right, but that's all we've got time for.
Thank you very much to James, Emily and to David, of course. Into the Woods is out on Friday, and question time,
What time?
10:35.
Well done.
Run for what for tomorrow?
Brilliant. Tomorrow we'll have the entire cast of the Strictly UK tour dancing out here,
Yes,
so we
we
better
will.
get all of these needles cleaned up. Anyway, from all of us here, good night and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.